The superstars of Fan Control Football Season 2.0 are not only the who's who of celebrity team owners and influencers, not the 21 million live views of our Emmy-nominated broadcast. Across Twitch, DAZN, Fubo, NBCLX, Peacock. Or our highlights that scored over 100 million views. And we can't forget best-in-class sponsors. But the biggest star of Season 2 is our play calling app that allow fans to control the action on the field. Fans pick a team, pick a play, 4 run plays, 4 pass plays to choose from. The play with the most votes is called in real time.
We got it.
This is where video games and live action come to life. And now, Fan Control Sports and Entertainment brings you Fan Controlled Hoops, where fans call the shots. Coming 2023, the future of sports is here, and it's Fan Control. Power to the fans.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah! Welcome to Freddy's Best Show Name. The show formerly known as the Fan Controlled Show, the official companion show to Fan Controlled Sports and Entertainment. The multi-sport leagues that are taking over the world. I'm your host, Jeff 2Ns1T Cannata, and I am joined by some of my favorite people on the planet. It's Josh Macuga. It's the Commissioner Ray Austin. We are without Patrick Dees today, but hello, fellas.
What's happening?
Jeffrey, I on our pre-production call, I mentioned Ray's beard. Ray, talk us through what's going on right now.
I don't know. There's a lot going on, man.
Talk us through your thoughts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting grayer, so I gotta fill it out a little bit more. Because you start, when you start to age, you just don't lose the hair up here. You lose it around your lip. I'm gonna tell y'all don't want to see a bald face commish. It's just not. It's not attractive.
You got such a nice jawline, though. I am basically
not hard to believe.
Oh, cheeks, bro. I tell you, I shave all this out. These cheeks would be like this. This is not hair. This is actually cheek, right here.
I know a little something about gray beard. I'll tell you that. I know a little something.
Yeah.
You see what's the best AI pictures though.
My little daughter, who's just turned 2 about a month ago, in the morning, like she sleeps obviously in her own crib, but in the morning we bring her into bed for like half an hour and we just snuggle and hang out. And she I'll go in and kiss her and she'll be like, ow, ow, ow. And then she'll rub it and go, oh, ow, ow. Like it's just this like total conundrum. She doesn't know what to do. She loves her dad, but she hates the beard. It's very funny. Yeah.
I've always wanted to try to go for like the Kratos, or
That's
like
what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. But you get to the awkward part. My wife is always like, you're cutting it. Cut it now. Cut it.
Yeah.
Like, but I have to get through this to get to that. And she's like, no.
You gotta do the ugly face for a minute, just for a little while.
That's the hard part. It's the hard part.
I had mine pretty thick until about Wednesday, and that's when Amanda always she kind of throws the hammer down, the hammer of Kratos, and just says, "Hey, it's time."
She goes,
"Snap." Yeah. So yeah.
Well, we miss Patrick. He is off gallivanting, doing something important. I'm sure.
You know what he is doing?
He's doing.
He's speaking at a conference for junior lifeguards. So. Back in 2001, I believe, Patrick was named Tucson, Arizona's finest junior lifeguard. He was tall, lanky, but he made a bunch of saves in a wave pool that summer. And since then has been recognized year after year at junior lifeguard conventions around the country. And as we hurtle towards summer, Jeff, there's only one man that can really, really rally the troops, quite like one Patrick Dees, the giraffe-like ginger that saved lives one summer in Tucson, Arizona.
The worst thing we could imagine is unmotivated lifeguards.
That's true.
Lifeguards that literally just sit there with a relaxed whistle in between their gums,
just twirling it around,
just not engaged. And so I think he is doing important work. That's clear.
That's true.
That's clear. You got to motivate the lifeguards.
Yeah.
Man, lifeguarding for a ginger. That's painful.
That's dangerous.
Dangerous.
He fought Ray, as you know, You cannot keep the ginger out of the sun forever. He has to go out there, and eventually the freckles do have to connect.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. Good
Well,
people
we
in the
miss
chat.
him.
Harry Dog's back. Randy X Nation. Jeremy Miller. Freddie Airmail. I mean, big day in the chat. Let's go.
Gang's all here. We do have a big show for you. We got some fun coming up. I think Josh is going to be very excited this episode because Masters is on. So we're going to be talking about that pretty soon.
I got it right here. It's right here to my left. I feel like I'm in the ESPN Control Center. I got the Masters right here. I'm just watching. I have probably 25 DraftKings lineups in this week.
Do you really?
I have a problem. I'm in a bunch of different pools with friends, with my brother, with my brother's friends. Me and a couple friends just go like head to head on Masters picks. This is my favorite sports weekend of the year. It's just way too much fun.
So do you pick an individual golfer, or how does that work?
You could some of them are like pick 3 golfers, some are pick 5 golfers, some are pick 6 golfers, some are like pick 1 international, 1 guy from the United States, 1 amateur, 1 guy that's like a 1 past champion kind of a thing. Just all kind of like fantasy within the Masters.
Or is it just winner take, like you're picking the winner of the Masters?
It's all earnings at the end.
Yeah.
So like however much they earn from the tournament, it tallied up and whatever. So
But first place is always the most earned, of course, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
I think the winner makes like $3.8 million, something like that. Maybe 4. It's a big number.
That's not enough. That's why I don't do it, because it's like,
why even go? Why even
I mean, I don't get out of bed for less than
that's true.
5.
Yeah. Ryan9923 says, when does FCH start? We do not have an exact date yet, but I can tell you this right now. We got incredible news today. Awesome news. We can't tell you what it is, but I will say it will put a smile on everybody's face.
The worst thing to say. It's awesome, but we can't tell you what it is.
It's huge. It's almost bigger than Rays 2 jerseys.
You'll be so happy you heard it when we eventually tell you it.
One day.
And even bigger news, Jeffrey. I put it out into the ether. Next Thursday, 1 week from today, Ray Austin, the commissioner himself, versus Josh, not a commissioner, Macuga, in the ultimate Seinfeld trivia showdown, starting at 3:20 p.m. Pacific, 6:20 p.m. Eastern, 5:20 Central. Jeff will be asking questions. Patrick Dees will be asking questions. We might even get a couple of people cycling in to ask some questions on the show. This is going to be a full-on Seinfeld heavyweight bout.
Can we call it the commish versus some ish?
Yes. Yes, Jeff. Well said. Thank you.
I'm very excited about that. I cannot, it's going to be 2 thunderbolts colliding in the air. It's going to be the immovable object meets the impossible force. What is that thing? I screwed it up.
It'll be like taking a marble ride all the way up.
Oh yeah. Just for your in-laws to catch you.
Man, let's go.
Give me the marble ride, you old bag. Astrophysical Anomaly says, get Seinfeld to ask a question. I have tweeted at that man hundreds of times.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. He's a tough.
Unmovable,
Freddie Emerald, unmovable versus unstoppable.
That's what it is.
Speaking of
JR, it's an old quote, yeah.
Unstoppable, Jeff. Listen to this stat. We're talking about the Masters, okay? And I think Ray will love this stat because Ray is a big merch guy, okay? You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Okay. This week at the Masters, they'll do about $70 million in merch sales.
What?
70 million. Okay.
Holy shit.
That's $10 million a day. That's over the week, starting at Monday through Sunday. Okay. And by the way, this is the only time all year that you can get Masters merchandise. You can't get it anywhere else.
Is it like Nike, Reebok or something? Or is it
It's like every brand pretty much has Masters apparel, but it all runs through their merch store. And their merch store is only open the week of the Masters. So Monday through Sunday. Now you can find Master stuff online, like on eBay, like people buy a bunch of it and try and resell it and everything like that. But there's no like place where you can go to a site and be like, hey, I want the official Masters gear. You could be getting ripped off. So that's $10 million a day, $1 million an hour.
Wow.
$16,000 a minute, $277 every second.
That's is
just
crazy.
Yeah.
It has to not be done in any other sport.
No.
There's no other
baller.
No.
It's pretty baller of them to just open it that short of because clearly they're leaving money on the table.
Oh, yeah. Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Easily.
Yeah.
I mean, just if you did the waste management on top of that, like just all those in your
everything.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The US Open supposedly doesn't even do like half that number. But because
the Masters has that cool logo. It's the only logo in golf that other than like Titleist, but it's for like an event. The T sticking out at the pin.
Georgia.
Yeah, in Georgia. That's the only one. I know nothing about golf. I know the Masters logo. You know.
Yeah. And
good luck.
That's what it is.
It doesn't have to say the Masters. It doesn't even have to say the Masters. You just know that little United States with the pin in Georgia.
The little pin.
Okay, I remember that now.
Yeah. Here's something else the Masters does really, really well is their app is fantastic. Now, this year they partnered with IBM Watson, Jeff. Jim, could you play this video? It scares me to death. I mean, it doesn't, I guess, but it also does. They have oh no.
Is that like
something went wrong?
Something went wrong. Don't worry, Jim. It's not your fault. So what they do, IBM Watson has a AI on-course announcer being like, Scotty Scheffler from the Pine Straw to the greenside bunker in his second stroke. Like his stuff he's not accurate and there's no personality, but still like,
we're all getting replaced. We're all getting replaced.
I have right now in the back of my my other windows, I have like 17 AI sites that I'm looking at. Crazy. I have
doing what?
It is there are so ChatGPT is just not the only one. There are so
bonkers, man.
So it is like there's a video one that does like long form video and it like chops it up in like minute like that. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay. Anyway, here we go.
Substrucker, 28 years old from Austria, is going to hit from the pine straw on hole 1.
Wow, that's awesome.
He took stroke 2, and the ball traveled 162 yards into the greenside bunker.
See?
Substrucker, 28 years old from...
And all you have to do is murder all the humans. Murder all the humans.
In the greenside bunker, where I will be burying him along with all the rest of the living souls. Oh, no.
Yeah, we're all. I mean, Ray has an actual sellable skill set.
Yes.
But you and I, Josh, we are doomed. Mm-hmm. We are doomed. Mm-hmm. We've been skating by on personality, and look at that. They invented personality. You just put it, they boxed it up, and you can get it anytime you want.
They've talked about more like the creatives, models, voiceovers.
It's all gone.
I'm like looking at all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's a good point. Like change the English and if you get an English script and then they can change it in like 15 different languages like that. It's
I remember thinking that like I was gonna make sure my kids learned another language because I always thought that is the one job that
translator.
If you are multilingual, you will always have employment. And now it's like, nope,
100%.
Nope. There's no reason for a human to do that anymore. And literally everything that I've ever made my living doing in my entire life, now you can just type a sentence into a computer and it'll do it.
I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna go back to construction work. I think.
I need a sellable skill of any kind, literally any kind.
Ruthless Cutie says, then we find out it's actually a real guy who's just super awkward and Josh has to apologize. Yeah, because
my name's Watson. My name's Ibn Watson.
That's gonna be the job. I think that the college degree now is probably gonna be something in AI. It has to be like somebody's got to somebody just said somebody's got to run the shit. And he's right.
Yeah, that's all. That's the only jobs are servicing the robots. I hope you're good at servicing robots because that's all we can do.
It's Lars and the Real Girl, or Her, or whatever the
Yeah.
movies are that are like not post-apocalyptic, more like pre-apocalyptic kind of a situation where we're just falling in love with AI voices.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's going to be real. That's
Dude, they got
Oh,
the one
dude.
that does. They got the one that does the rap. You could put like Tupac. There's Kanye. They put Kanye in there, and this guy started rapping, and he used Kanye's voice, and it sounded
Dude,
so.
someone just forwarded me a new Jay-Z song that Jay-Z had nothing to do with.
Ain't that crazy? That's
Incredible.
It's crazy.
Incredible.
Is it incredible? But
It's terrifying, but it's incredible.
It's very terrifying. Yeah. There's no other tech that we've been a part of in our generation that has moved this fast. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, totally.
Internet still took a long time. We went from to you know the shit now. Like that was like 20 years.
No, it felt like 3 months ago. 3 months ago, nobody was talking about this.
Yes.
And now it's
Now
everything.
It's the whole thing.
It's like 3 months ago. It's like, yeah, you can get a degree in a few. Oh, no, there's no point now. That was 3 months ago. There's no point. Those jobs are gone, my friend.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so we're going to start a new segment on this show. Jeff and I were talking about it. Ray, what do you think of this one? There's such thing as deep fakes. Now we've got Jeef fakes. So what we're gonna do is Jeff's gonna have an opinion on something, but we're gonna ask ChatGPT about it. ChatGPT is gonna give us the answer, and we're gonna see if it actually is Jeff or if it's Jeef. It's AI.
Jeff or Jeef?
Jeff or Jeef. Nobody knows.
Hey, Freddy AML, I did that. I already took the website.
Rayeye.com.
Yeah.
Ray I. That's good.
Lowercase R, capital A.
You'll never know if you're talking to Ray I or the real Ray.
Mish.
That's pretty good.
Oh man.
That's
Well,
funny. I mean, just to go back to that too.
Yeah.
Something that they talked about was like, as we get older, you're going to lose a certain audience because of just your age alone. So transforming yourself into an avatar or another thing, and then doing the same thing will keep you. I've been doing so much research. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. I was like, that's a great idea. Like a robot commish,
As
like,
real commish is sipping Mai Tais on the beach.
Right.
Robot commish is pulling in all the work.
Ollie and Rocky IV is like, told you, bitches. I've had a robot since '88.
Yeah.
And here we are. Jeff, I never thought that Terminator or iRobot or any of these were going to actually come true, but getting closer and closer.
Did you guys know that Terminator was the prequel of Matrix? I mean, I know you guys know that. You guys are the
What?
I heard to say that the Terminator was the prequel of the Matrix. John Carter is technically Jesus Christ.
You've been listening too much AI, man.
Yeah,
I don't think that's true.
ChatGPT got you, Ray. It got you. You're like, we got Ray.
That's the big lie that we all were raised with, though, is we were all raised thinking that the robots were gonna like have a machine gun and bust into your house and shoot you, or chase you on a motorcycle. No, the robots don't need to do that. They're literally just like, try to get a job, dude. Try to get a job, because I got all the jobs. No jobs for you.
Dude, my mop's gonna put my iRobot mop. It's gonna put acid in it one day and just.
How Ray? Wait, what happened to Ray? Oh, we got kidnapped by his Roomba. Yeah, it took on a life of its own, and now it's an AI broom. It's an AI vacuum, but also it's taking control of Ray's family. They're all locked up in his basement, tied together with drawstrings from Glad bags.
There's a Netflix cartoon series called something robots and something. I forgot. Love,
Death, and Robots. Right?
Love, Death, and Robots.
Yeah.
And the woman had an iRobot, and it turned on her and tried to kill her. And then her neighbor had his headphones on, and he was mowing the lawn, and it was literally trying to kill her robot. And so he was the one that actually kills her. But by the time he killed her, all the robots in the like all the vacuums and little toys just started coming down the street all at the same time. I was just like, that's it.
Well, they're all starting to communicate, Ray. They're eventually just gonna be like, hey, you can't watch your show anymore. We don't want you watching anymore. We now own you. Like, okay.
I fell for that scam. I got a Roomba. I'm not scared of my Roomba because it can't even clean the damn floor.
Dude, it is. I just want to shoot that damn thing.
I'm like, it's like bang, bang, bang. And then it's like, could not complete job. I'm like, what? Why? How much did I spend on this?
My dad calls me. He's like, hey, your mom got a Roomba as a gift from a friend. You know how to program these things? I was like, no. He's like, all right, I'm just going to return it. One question. All I had to say was no. He's like, I'm out. I'm out. Randy X Nation, the legend, says the AI influence on high school writing and plagiarism is insane. Yeah. I bet.
Oh, it's over. It's over. There's no papers anymore.
And then thinking about what like the Cavender twins, they ended up promoting, got an NIL deal with like one of the AI companies, and that was the first NIL deal that was dropped because it was one of those that was helping people write papers, and they were just literally just writing papers. Yeah, so literally just happened. They were like, no, you can't have that deal. So that's what colleges are having problem with right now.
Of course, yes. As opposed to like paying the smart kids or making your pledges write papers for you in the fraternity.
That's done. The only kind of essays there's going to be in college is going to be you sit in a room and open a blue book and write it right there. Yeah. That's the only kind of essay they can do because everything else is just bleep, blop, bloop. I got it. Done.
I feel like a black Tony Starks now because now I'm like, man, I just got to say some shit and then boom, 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 boom. I'm like,
Jarvis. It's true.
That's my Jarvis. This is my J.
Jarvis is real.
That's my big J right there. I'd be like, yo, J.
I don't know what to tell my kids to even like. I felt like I knew how to encourage my kids to do things in life like 3 months ago. And now I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're
grow up and do whatever.
I don't know.
You go dark quick, man. You're just like, I wanted to encourage my kids. Now I'm just like, you know what? Get high.
It's just, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm sorry.
Be farmers.
I'm sorry I brought you into this world.
John Gary's been asking a bunch of questions in chat. John Gary, how about an FCF simulation league this summer in preparation for the fall? We have been talking about a possible re-simulation of certain games in certain things, but an entire league, I don't know about that. I think fans would have to run a simulation league in order. I don't think we have the bandwidth at the moment. Ray, what do you think?
Nah, that'd be tough.
Yeah.
With all the stuff that we're doing, basketball and some other things.
Yes.
That would be tough, especially on the tech side. Steve would shoot all of us.
Totally.
Yep. He would just send his AI robot over.
Yeah. In a puffer jacket. And in a green puffer jacket, just angry.
And the Pope jacket that the Pope had on.
Yeah. John Gary, do you have a plan for the release of the FCF schedule? We said it earlier in the show. We don't have the exact date yet, but we got some amazing news today that is just awesome. Again, it's a super tease, and I know, but we can't tell you anything yet because the ink is just drying.
Yeah, it's still doing like this on
it. Are you surprised, John Gary? Thanks for all these questions, man. We like reading the chat questions. You guys got anything? Are you surprised the IFL has signed so many of our FCF guys? Yeah, we expect to continue. Do I think the IFL will do anything? No, but it's great to see these guys playing football.
No, I watched a couple of the XFLs this weekend, man. It just seems like it's losing its the air is coming out of it.
Totally, 100%.
You don't even hear about it in the media anymore.
You don't hear anything.
You don't hear nothing about it in the media anymore.
No. But we've said it a bunch of times on the show. We're rooting for our guys.
We absolutely.
We want to see them employed. We want to see them making money. We want to see them playing. And there's so many of our friends and our players in those leagues. So rooting for them.
Oh, dude, I forgot to tell y'all, man. Destroying came to Chicago.
Wait, I heard about this.
I saw your Instagram post about this.
Dude, it was My that video did not give it justice. It's only because that's all I had. Y'all know me. I'm gonna usually go somewhere. I'm gonna take as much videos as I possibly can. I couldn't because it was chaos.
Wow.
It was
Talk to me.
When we had, and this is no disrespect to any of our team owners, but you guys have been there when we do our combines. You know, Todd Gurley showed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Renee would be there. Austin Eckler in LA.
Yeah.
Man, and to do this in Chicago,
yeah.
Bruh, there was so many people there. It was
they shut it down, right?
It was in we had to shut it down. Like it was.
They love him.
The stands were full.
Oh.
We could have taken three rows back, like a row of people around the entire field. Wow. That's how many people that was there. And the problem that kept happening was that there was only 3 cops. And they weren't, and no one was expecting this shit. Like when I turned the corner and looked at the line that was down, I was like, it was insane, man. And this just started happening. It just, because when everybody wants to be a part of the content and everything, and it just felt like this, and the cops just couldn't handle it. They were like, there are way too many people out here. And they said, if y'all can't handle it, we got to shut it down. Wow. And when they shut it down,
they were throwing bottles at his car.
Bro, I left because because we kept telling, man, I was like, man, they like this, no one would like these kids, young kids, man, like 12, 15, 18, they would not listen to they was just so hype and so ready to just get their thing, like do their drill.
Because the winner gets $10K, right? Isn't that the thing?
So
and what is it? And how does do you know how the competition works?
One-on-ones. It was just
one-on-ones.
It was literally one-on-ones. And if you went and it was going to be very difficult to me because there was so many guys,
so many people.
Yeah. Because a lot of guys weren't even be able to get reps because there was so many people.
Right.
And with Dees content, he throws a touchdown, everybody rushes the field.
Yeah. Right.
Cop said, hell no. Every time, boom, make a one-handed catch. Everybody rushes the field. It takes 10 minutes to get everybody back.
What do you think, Ray? Like 8,000 people, 10,000 people?
It was, I would say 5, maybe.
That's still a ton of people.
It was a ton of, man. I was
like a high school field?
On a high school field, bro. And it was all young kids, man. It was and people just showed up to watch the deal. And it was really cool to see.
Does he not have like a sign up thing?
No,
Is it just
it was just show up, and it was chaos. And then
Flash mob.
Bo says this all the time. Bone Crusher, he goes like, "You're not really an influencer unless you can get people to come out.
Yeah.
Like leave their house, get off their phone, and come out and see you."
Yeah.
And that always stuck with me. And when I saw that, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And so when they was like, "That's it." I started walking to I was like, I'm leaving now. It's Chicago. It's pow, bang, bang here. And I can understand why the cops, because the cops were outnumbered and it was outside and you right in the city. Like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't the burbs. This is Chicago, man. So anything can happen at any time. And I was like, even me, I was like, let's get hot up in here. And as soon as I didn't even say body D. As soon as they said we out and I started seeing the frowns, hit gone. I went straight to my car. And then as I was walking, bro, I just turned around and D and his guy was walking behind me. He was about 20 yards behind me. That entire people came and just was just trying to get him in these pictures and he was just walking. They get him in the car and they just throwing bottles. It was
the bottle throwing at the car. That's what got me. I was like,
crazy, man. It was like, I was like, man, D needs some help, man, because he a one-man show and he's just too big. Like he is. Wow. It was some Beetle type shit. Y'all saw. I said this on call. Y'all see that video of like Messier leaving the club?
Yeah.
Trying to get to the car and however that's literally. I'm not lying. I'm not being over exaggerated. That's what it looked like, and I was just sitting there like, wow.
That's like how AIG feels. Like everywhere he goes, just like, boom, AIG. That's him. Oh my God. It's AIG.
I'm like, who?
AIG. Brian _ this is my dream, but this was my dream in 1990.
Yeah.
What if Bo Jackson joined FCF? Bo Jackson is like 60.
Right.
And he has no hips left. Like if Bo Jackson wanted to join the FCF as an owner, I would follow him everywhere. I would be his little I'd be like, hey Bo, it's me, Josh again. Do you want to go get ice cream or something?
You know,
shoot your bow and arrows at me? I'll do whatever.
You know, Bo and Mr. T lives here in Chicago.
Mr. T and Bo
together in one house.
Yeah, in one house.
I pity the Bo.
Bo still lives in Illinois, I think. I think he still lives outside Chicago.
Yeah, he lives it's in the burbs. He has a
like a hunting compound, basically.
Well, he has a sports facility out there for his kids and stuff. But yeah, he's still out here.
Hey, you know what I saw this last week was that new movie Air.
Oh, is it
good?
good?
Did you? How was it?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's kind of funny. It's one of those movies. It's a bit like Titanic, where it's like the whole question of the movie is like, are they going to give Michael Jordan a lot of money? Yeah, but it turns out yes, they are going to give Michael Jordan a lot of money.
It's like you know how it is.
I was like, the whole question is, oh man, is Michael Jordan? Which shoe company is he going to sign with? And it's like, I mean, I kind of know,
The
story,
story,
like, can we pull it off? Yeah, I think you will.
So with all the big names, do you think did the big names take away from it, or did it?
No, it was great, dude. Viola Davis.
Viola.
She is always amazing, yeah. And she's amazing in this. And you realize like how awesome Michael Jordan's mom was. Like they really deify her. She's because Jordan. They don't even show his face in the movie
at all. Right.
Yeah. Which is smart because it's like anybody that's trying to play Jordan is like, we know what Jordan looks like,
Exactly.
So it focuses on the parents and specifically his mom, and evidently she was a real ball buster and like really made that deal happen, and seems like a force of nature, and so Viola Davis was amazing. And,
Mike said he couldn't see anybody else playing his mother but Viola Davis.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I believe it.
How was Wayans? How was he as the coach?
He was good. He's very small part. But you know who's in it is Chris Tucker.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Chris
I saw him
Tucker
in the trailer and I was like, if this is Chris Tucker's comeback, I'm in. Give me Rush Hour 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh,
I was like, what's he been up to? He was great.
He was, because I watched all this on GMA all week. They had all of them on the like Matt Damon, all those guys on GMA all morning, and I missed that one with Chris Tucker was on there. That's right,
man. Chris Tucker, when Rush Hour 3 was over and he cashed his $25 million check, he's like, I don't need to do this anymore.
I'm good.
I mean, I guess I respect that, but
it's like
he's awesome.
He's the best.
And he left at the height of his career too. Like, what are you going to say after that? Like that,
man. I'm telling you right now, Chris Tucker, he can do no wrong in my eyes. I'm
brilliant, man.
He's fun. He's fun in this movie. He's really fun. He would have been like the boss.
He would have been great in either the Bad Boys franchise or Fast and Furious franchise. In these later movies, when they need like they're always introducing somebody famous in there.
Yeah. Right? Good one. That's
Come
good.
On. We've got our first guest lined up. Jeff.
What I wanted to say, I saw George Foreman's got a movie coming out.
Oh, did you see it?
I cannot wait. I'm such a big George Foreman fan because he went from.
Is it called the Lean Mean Grilling Machine?
It's called Big George Foreman, I think.
Big George or something like that.
Yeah. I hope there's like 2 hours, like 45 minutes of boxing and then like 2 hours of Lean Mean Grilling Machine stuff.
I met the dude that actually gave him the deal. We were on stage together. He was the guy, I think I told you, came up with all those all those when you watch TV and they say anyway, and he had said that he was walking down and he ran into George Foreman and the guy smiled at him and he said, that's going to be the guy that's going to do this. And George didn't want to do it at all. And he had took that to everybody. And then at one point his wife or mom or somebody said, it's like, you better do that. And that's how that just George Foreman.
He made like 10 times as much he ever made from anything else on
insane money. Everybody had a Foreman grill.
I still have one. I still use it.
Get out of here.
I still use it, dude. It's the best way to make burgers.
I was gonna say grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh yeah, it's great. It works great.
Oh man. All right, let's bring in the legend. He is the co-host of Back to Work on Monday. He also heads up social media for Fan Controlled Sports and Entertainment, along with myself and Jess Smola, aka Ruthless Cutie. We are the voices and people behind social media. You can see him every Monday, but he's here to yell about some sports and stuff. And he posted some Masters content. I am influencing the youth, Jeff. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Leighton Batiste.
What's up? There he is.
What's up?
Oh, he's got his Braves attire on. I thought you might keep that Morehouse sweatshirt. Was fire, dude.
Oh, it's somewhere in this room.
Oh man,
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's opening day at home for us. So
gotcha.
I am enjoying your Instagram, Slayton. It's good stuff.
Y'all are hilarious.
I appreciate it. Yeah, that
Very
was
good.
my senior year. So it's been a while since I've actually played a game of golf.
Yeah. Well, I took you to Top Golf last year, right around this time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did I tell you what happened the last time I went to Top Golf?
No, I haven't.
It's been a minute since I swung, and I have this fear that every time I swing, it hits off the bay and flies somewhere. So it hit off the bay and it landed in someone behind me, and I just stood there. I didn't turn around.
That's the guy. Play it off.
Yeah.
And play it off. You just got to look forward like, well, my ball went that way. I don't know.
I think I may have told this story on this show before, maybe, but there's a golf store in Los Angeles called Roger Dunn Golf, and they have hitting bays. They have 4 or 5 hitting bays that test out clubs, and they got a simulator and stuff in there. So I'm with my buddy Mark Ellis, who has been on the show before, comedian, not a very good golfer. And so we're in the hitting bay, and I'm trying to like show him a couple things. I want him to pick up golf again. I want him to golf with me. And he shanks one into the guy in the next bay over, and the guy turns around and he's like, "Hey, oh, Mark Ellis, Josh Macuga, I'm big fans. I watch you guys all the time."
That's amazing.
No. So there you
That's
go. Oh,
amazing.
Freddie Airmail with a what about a lay eye? Oh, Leighton AI lay
Oh,
eye.
okay.
There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
That's catchy.
Leighton, you want to yell about some sports and stuff?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, here we go. All
Are
right,
you
Wait,
ready?
so
talk to me.
are there rules? Or we just yelling about
No,
sports?
the rules are always the same, Ray. Jeff,
Are
me,
they?
and Leighton, Ray, we yell, and you decide who you like best. Yell.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Are there rules?
Are there rules? Yes,
Sometimes we do
the rules have been the same since the beginning. We yell.
Do we
you
abide
judge.
by the rules? Sometimes.
Because Ray,
Is that
when
the
we
first
started
time
this
a ref-
segment, you told me you didn't like to yell about sports, so that's
Yeah.
why.
Right, I became the judge.
That's right.
Is that the first time a judge or ref has asked if there's rules?
They always change. Like they don't listen to them. They don't. All right,
All right,
okay.
let's do it.
Let's do it. Here we go. First one.
We don't get the logo.
Oh, yeah, we gotta
yeah.
do it.
Oh,
Come
Jeff,
on.
do your thing. Do your
Song.
thing.
Let's yell about sports and stuff. Let's yell about sports and stuff. Let's yell. Yeah, that's it.
Nailed that.
That's
Crush.
the theme song.
All right, AI that shit. We gotta.
You're gonna AI that shit.
Later on in the program, Peanut McMillen will be on here to yell at me about my takes on WWE. Leighton and I got a lot of hate on Instagram because we are not fans of wrestling, although Jeef is a big fan of
It was a
wrestling.
very good WrestleMania this year. It was very good. I thought it
I've
was very
heard.
good. Yeah, very
It's scripted
Top tier.
trash. But here we go.
Dude is brilliant. That's a brilliant guy, man. McMahon. Fucking.
Did we see the
Kind of a
mustache
sleazeball,
picture?
but yeah.
I did.
He's a sleazeball, but that picture of him with that mustache is incredible. He looks like the My Pillow guy punched, like punched a leather catcher's mitt, and then
Hey, he took a
Face
million,
punched a
$1
leg.
million business, and it's worth like 200.
9.8 billion.
Yeah.
9.8 billion. So anyway, so here's the question: WWE and UFC merged with Endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, does this really mean anything? Like, are they just under one banner? Like, is Vince McMahon going to give up anything? Leighton, we'll start with you.
Yeah. I did my reading. So they're now going to be considered, I think, TKO as one thing, or at least that's their stock exchange name. McMahon is going to be the chair, I think, of it, and then Dana White and whoever's over WWE, they'll be the 2 presidents. I guess it'll benefit them financially. It's not going to make me watch wrestling, or I watch UFC, the highlights, but it's not going to. So it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah. Jeff, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, the WWE will be out of McMahon's control when they claw it from his cold dead hand. you know, he's a piece of work. That guy, a fascinating character. It was a little surprising when they, were selling it to the Saudis. That felt like that's probably not good, just from a global perspective. But it's clear that he's going to maintain control. And the dude, literally stepped down 2 years ago because he had some sexual impropriety. And then he's like, I'm back. Screw you. I'm back.
I'm the My Pillow guy. I do what I want.
He is no chance. That's what you got. No chance in hell.
I just don't know what getting into business with Vince McMahon does. I mean, I don't know if you make money. I don't know if your life is forever ruined. I don't know if you're does The Rock's contracts and John Cena's contracts forever have to pay Vince McMahon something? Sort of
they own some of those names. That's why a lot of those guys started using their real names, is because they own, you can't just call yourself the Undertaker in the afternoon, because Vince owns it. But you got to listen to some Vince stories, Josh. I know you're not into wrestling, but dude, there are so many incredible Vince McMahon stories that wrestlers will tell on podcasts. One of my favorites ones is they used to go on. Kurt Angle tells this story. Kurt Angle, if you don't know, was an Olympic gold medalist wrestler.
He's from Pittsburgh, Jeff. He's yes.
Amazing. He got into professional wrestling after winning. He was a legit amateur wrestler, won a gold medal, the best wrestler on the planet, legit wrestling. Got into the WWE. And then every private plane flight he would take with the WWE, Vince McMahon would attempt to wrestle him. To the point where but not let's wrestle. He would try to surprise attack Kurt Angle. He would crab or not. What is it?
Army crawl?
Yeah. Army crawl on the bottom of the, so you didn't see it. And then and then try to wrestle Kurt Angle to the ground. And Kurt Angle is
stop it.
Nope. This is not a problem for me,
Yeah.
But dude, just a crazy person. He's the head of he's your boss, and he's military crawling on a plane to wrestle you to prove to himself, I guess, that he's as big a man as you. I don't know. It's crazy.
That just means Ray needs to put on a helmet and pads and just show up to a random game and start stacking quarterbacks. There it is. There you go, Ray.
Yeah.
Stop it. I don't think I even need to argue. All I'm saying right now is I want to see actual UFC fighters get in the ring against actual wrestlers and actually fight. Not scripted, not Pat McAfee jump kicking the Miz in a sparkly jacket on mats. I want to see if these guys can actually fight another man. Okay.
You mean Brock Lesnar did for many years? And
yeah, sure. I'll give you Brock Lesnar, heavyweight UFC championship. Then he goes, that is one person, Jeff. One. CM Punk tried to go and fight UFC, and he got the shit kicked out of him by a 6'1", 106-pound guy.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not easy.
Thank you. That is my.
Ray. You know what else is not easy? Flipping and landing on a table.
Listen,
I can flip and land on a table anywhere you want.
Bills fans do it all the time.
Yes.
That's all I wanted to hear. These guys are 6'4", 6'5", 200 whatever pounds, getting on two ropes doing this.
Yeah. Incredible.
Coming in the air, pretending to kick somebody, and then fall your body on. Have you ever been in a ring? Have you ever felt what a ring feels like? When
I have.
Yeah.
There's video of me doing professional wrestling training. No, I got the goddamn shit kicked out of me.
I'm telling you, it is. I don't care. Listen, I get it.
Ray, what my thing is, go ahead, Ray. Go ahead. You know what, Commissioner? Go ahead.
I get it that it's fake fighting, but it's not fake falling. So
that's right. That's 100% right.
So your point is what, proving stupidity?
It's high caliber athleticism.
It is. Listen, have you seen the guy who does a backflip and lands on the guy?
Oh, it's gymnastics.
The moonsault.
You cannot you cannot take away the fact of the contact of the sport it is itself and what he's built. Now, what that does with UFC, I think you're right, Josh.
Fight him.
Yeah. Well, why would you go into business with what was that, Jeff? Why
Vince
would you
McMahon.
go in? Yeah. Why would I'm still with Jeff. Why would you go in business with I think that really does muddy up that brand a little bit.
Okay, here we go.
I agree.
Freed Lemming 6. Chad Gable was Olympic red. Baron Corbin was 3-time Golden Glove. Dolph Ziggler was world class star. Brock Lesnar. Yeah. Fight them. Fight them. I want to see them actually fight. I don't want to see this fake punch and then Snoop Dogg dropping an elbow and winning the match. Okay? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see some like cheese banger Wrestlemania, 100,000 people can't even see from the peanut ropes. They just like, I'm going to bring in George Kittle, and George Kittle like chest bumps him and does what. Because guess what? Let me tell you something, Jeff. If George Kittle goes in there and gets hurt, as a San Francisco 49ers fan, I would be 1,000,000,000% livid. I would drive to George Kittle's house and be like, why did you do that?
Josh prefers a real sport, like the one that can be played by patently obese people that can just smack a ball and then sit in a car to go from place to place.
What? Yeah. Sorry I yelled, but I've had enough of if you want to be, I don't watch UFC because it's like, I don't know, watching grown men like punch each other till bloody death doesn't really appeal to me. My favorite sport is golf. It's the least physical sport on the planet. Okay.
That's what I just said.
Oh,
that's what I'm telling you. You literally, there's literally tiny cars for the sole purpose of getting you to the next place you need to be.
Professional golfers walk the course. I walk the course sometimes. Okay.
I got to say, we got an awesome show title suggestion from Freddie Airmail. Snoop Dogg elbow drop.
Snoop Dogg.
That's very good. That's very good.
Okay. Let's go. Ray, who do you think wins in that argument?
He already said me.
G.
Thank
wins.
you.
Okay, here we go.
Bang,
Number
bang.
2. This today it was hard to watch, and I just is rooting for Tiger Woods at this point like being a Jets fan. Like, are we hoping for some sort of like return to glory, or is it like another team? Like, give me what rooting for Tiger Woods is like right now. Give me what you think it's like rooting.
I want to say it's not like a Jets fan because Tiger Woods won multiple championships.
That's true. That's true. All right, go ahead, Jeff. Make your argument. Who is it like rooting for?
For you, it's probably like rooting for the Steelers.
Wow. Wow, Jeff.
Because they had a dynasty for a long time, you know, and it felt like you couldn't lose, you know. They were the greatest, and then long drought, real long drought.
Sounds like the Bears. Shit.
Wow. Okay, so Leighton.
It's like being a Cowboys fan. I'm always take a jab at the Cowboys. You had your moment, but it's been a long time.
Okay.
And we're
Would you say you had your helmet?
or like a Notre Dame fan too.
Oh, there you go.
It's like a Notre Dame fan. It's like you had your moment of glory.
Yeah.
And we only keep inviting you to this because of the strength of your brand, but you perform the way we know you're going to perform every year.
Mm-hmm.
So I compare him to being like a Notre Dame fan.
Yes, Freddie Mail, excuse you. We said it. Trash.
I still love watching Tiger though, man. I gotta tell you,
it's so hard to watch because he's limping very pronounced. It is hard to listen. Tiger Woods is my favorite golfer of all time, next to Arnold Palmer. It's like not even close. I mean, when he was at his best, he was so good. Nobody could touch him. There is a stat from 1997 through 2008. Tiger Woods was a combined minus 125 in the majors. The next closest guy was 125 over par. That's a 250 stroke swing. That's how good he was.
That's bonkers. That's bonkers.
Crazy.
So for me, I feel like I think I would go back to like an individual sport. It's sort of like every time Roger Federer steps back onto a tennis court, you want him to win, but he's not. He's like getting to the quarterfinals and he's not really sniffing even though he just retired. It was like when the individual sport athlete falls off, it falls off. Yeah. It's hard to watch.
To get back. Yeah.
Ray, what do you like?
I like what you just said, Josh. Leighton, did you go? Did Leighton go?
I said Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
You just trashed Notre Dame. I'm going with Leighton. I forgot what you guys said. I'm going with Leighton.
It's a good try. Leighton, poor Freddie Airmail. People complain about the ND overhype before it ever even gets to that point now. I will tell you what, as soon as you start talking about wrestling, people get heated. and that's what I like about it. Is because
I never thought I'd find a fan base that's worse than Cowboys fans, but it's wrestling fans.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I don't watch it, but I respect what he has done. Like as a business.
Oh,
man,
I am not taking
Cowboys
anything
Stadium.
away from that at all.
It's incredible.
Yeah. And I love that. Oh, like Snoop only did that move because Shane McMahon blew his quad walking around a ring.
No, you should see what it's pretty horrible to see it happen.
But
Is
then
it
that's
like
my other thing,
RG3?
man. You flying in the air, and I know you supposed to land on that table, but I'm just waiting for somebody to take a pole right in the kidney, and that's it.
Oh, dude, every single one of those dudes gets hurt.
And they're all dead by 50.
Yeah, it's true. They all have horrible neck fusions.
Of the Undertaker in the air, and it had to be like 12, 15 feet in the air. It was crazy. And he landed, and when you saw the bruise that he had, his waist, I was like, he got it broke like 3 ribs. Ain't no way.
Do you remember ECW back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
When they were taking like baseball, it was like the guy from Walking Dead, like baseball bats wrapped in barbed wire.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, guys?
We can do a fan control wrestling.
Oh,
yeah.
Fans sent us a whole playbook in our DMs about how it could work, so we'll share it.
Yeah. So maybe we'll do that in a couple of weeks. Maybe we'll do that on Back to Work every Monday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. All right. Finally, in this this is a complete departure from what we've just been talking about. What's a better slow-moving mode of transportation? Hot air balloon, blimp, or river barge?
What's a river barge?
You know, like you ever seen a barge? Like it's those long boats that are like carrying huge things of like coal or sand or
you can get on like a river barge tourist thing where you just kind of go slow down the river, you know? Yeah.
Okay.
I can go.
Go, Jeff.
I'm tempted to say hot air balloon because it's majestic and it's beautiful to be that high up. But the answer is river barge. I have a friend who did a river barge down the Seine.
Oh.
And I was not there. But my goodness, the description of it sounded like paradise. It was literally like they had food and drink on the barge.
Yeah.
And then you just sitting there seeing the most beautiful scenery in the whole wide world. Mm-hmm. People serving you drinks and delicious food. And then you can stop whenever you want, hop off the barge and go into town, and the barge still goes. And all you got to do is like go down it's going so slow that you just get back on.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the mail boats on lakes, like on the Great Lakes? So these mail boats will go around and they don't stop. So like people jump off the boat, dump the mail, and like catch the boat. And if they miss, they gotta like swim and try and catch it, or like catch another boat. There's like
what happens to your mail? Is it get all soggy if they miss it?
No. They jump off, they get to your mail, but as they're running, like they jump off the mail and they try and run back to catch the boat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I've seen it. That's cool.
That?
Yeah, it's always some young kids doing it, but yeah. It's cool to watch, though. Yeah.
Okay. Here's my argument. I've been in a hot air balloon. It got old pretty quick. You're like stuck in this thing and you're just way high up, and then every like 10 minutes the guy's like and it's so loud. It's so loud. Okay. My buddy used to like every 3 months he was a technician on a blimp, so you have to go service them, which means you have to go up and like make sure they are good and then come back down. He said the sound in a blimp is deafening. Like you have to, it's like a helicopter. You have to wear these crazy noise canceling headphones. Your microphone is like this close to your talking all like so, blimp is out. So I'm taking river barge, 100% river barge.
Yeah.
Simply for that reason. Also, I feel like river barge, like you could really have a ton of fun on a river barge. Like just hit autopilot and just like.
I just click, it sounded like a Princess and the Frog soundtrack on mine. Also, could I can you own a river barge? Like,
you could buy one.
All right, I'm gonna name mine L for L the Barge.
L the Barge.
I was holding on to that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
One of the greatest mustaches in the history of 80s pop, just like real thin, perfectly right across. If you want to look up a great video, watch El DeBarge on Soul Train. He crushes. It's
Yeah,
great.
that's a good video.
Yeah.
I would have to go with all of you guys because I've been on a hot water or the hot air balloon and I was freaked out. And the motherfuckers, they crash all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's being real. But if you ever come to Chicago, take anybody that comes to Chicago in the summertime, take the scenic boat.
I did that.
It's amazing.
It's incredible.
It's great. You get to see this. You get to see the city from the internal side of it, and the people there. It's always just like nobody you know, and it's always just freaking awesome. You're sitting by people that you don't know and don't care about, and it's so cool. And you get to be right on the lake, and it is just amazing. Do it at night. It's just.
Yeah.
I did it, but I did not follow your instructions to the letter in that we did it in the goddamn winter.
Ooh.
And it was very cold. Very, very cold.
Ooh, that's not good.
But it was still amazing. We got hot chocolates and we were sitting there. And it was so freezing cold. And it's a windy city, that Chicago, and bitter wind. But man, he was like telling us all about we're shivering and drinking hot cocoa and just hearing about architecture. It was great.
Freddie Airmail was a really solid question. What does Barge Rock sound like as contrasted to Yacht Rock? I think we answered that question. It's just El DeBarge songs over and over.
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes total sense. I think, Ray, I've told you about my lake cruise story, my booze cruise story in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys, Leighton, have you ever heard this story?
Probably.
So-
You can tell it again.
So I was on a bachelor party in Chicago and we got booze cruise tickets for the Saturday, and it was a Memorial Day weekend. And we get to the line, like we're walking through the park and we're getting to the dock, and it's a white party. We are 6 white dudes and the rest are black people.
Yeah,
It's like 160 black guys and girls and 6, and we get on the boat and this guy's like, "What are y'all doing here?" And I was like, "I don't know, man."
It was a white party.
Yeah. And clearly we got that one wrong. And it was awesome. It was like one of the greatest days of my life. It was so much fun.
I bet.
The boat white parties are dope. They're
Yeah. All right, Leighton, before we let you go, we're going to do one quick round of trivia. Are you ready?
Okay, let's go.
Okay. This is an opinion round of trivia. This is it's going to be, you're going to get, it's you and Jeff versus Ray. Okay, because Ray had some really strong opinions the last time I did something like this. Okay, so obviously this Sunday is Easter. So I'm going to give you candy, and you're going to tell me if it's an Easter candy or a Halloween candy based on my opinion. On my opinion.
What does Josh think? Yeah.
What do I think?
Oh, I have to be Josh. Oh.
Yeah, this is the thing about Josh's games is we always have to try to figure out what Josh thinks.
That's hard.
That's
man.
one of the signs.
So hard.
Think
so
like me.
hard.
Okay, here we go. All right. First candy, M&M's, Halloween or Easter?
Dude, that's 100% Halloween. Come on.
Easter.
You think? All right, I'll go with your.
If I'm Josh, it's Easter because they also have
Halloween. But go. We'll go with Leighton's answer.
It is Easter. Give him the points. Give him the points.
All right, Leighton. Good job.
Okay.
I can see you with the blue and the pinks. That's I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
Look at the color.
Okay. Ray, peanut M&M's, Halloween.
Nah, man. No, that's straight Halloween.
You're nailing it right now. You guys are 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Yes. All right. I think this is an easy one. Jeff, Leighton, Skittles.
Well, that's Easter, right? It's got to be Easter.
If you're Josh,
I think it is because it's so fruity.
Halloween.
Jeff.
I'm gonna defer to Leighton. He's been right so far.
Oh, you should have stuck with Cannata. It's a very fruity holiday. You got to go Skittles. It's colorful, especially with all of the Easter colors that they've released the last couple of years. Okay, 1-1 still. Ray, Starburst.
Easter.
Yep, nailed it. Got it. Wait on that one.
Got the cheat code.
Now this is a tough one. We're sitting in the middle here, Jeff and Leighton. Goobers.
Oh, that's a never anytime candy. That is they throw it in the garbage immediately.
You don't like the chocolate malt balls?
You burn those.
Yeah, garbage. Put it in the garbage.
You send those to your worst enemy.
Well, but Halloween also.
I feel like Easter is just Josh's favorite holiday. I'm gonna go. I don't know. It feels like a holiday. Your favorite. It's around Masters, so I'm gonna go with.
I don't understand why they continue to make goobers. That's my.
For Josh.
They're foul.
It's a conspiracy. It's all for Josh. I'm going Easter.
It's Halloween. It's a Halloween candy. Definitely a Halloween. Goobers, Goonies, kind of feels Halloween.
Because the only time anybody gets goobers is when they're in a mixed bag with other good candies.
Goobers.
And I beg to differ. I think Halloween is Josh's favorite.
The chocolate covered peanut. It's delicious. Come on. Anytime you see it at the movie theater, you got to get it.
Oh, I was confusing it with the malt ball thing. I thought
That's
you
a
said
Whopper.
I was thinking Whoppers.
I was too. Yeah, no, Whoppers are terrible. Goobers
are delicious too. They're crunchy.
Whoppers are awful.
Throw them in ice cream, crunchy ice cream.
Texture. The texture
Disgusting.
on that.
Okay. Nerds. Ray, nerds.
I would say Easter because of the color and the fruitiness. Small, yeah.
Something about nerds that screams Halloween to me. I don't know. It's a Halloween candy. You would think Easter, but I'm leaning on Halloween on that one. All right, Leighton and Jeff, Reese's Pieces.
They're literally orange and black. It's got to be Halloween, right?
Is it?
Right?
Is it?
It is Halloween. It's Halloween. It's Halloween. It's Halloween.
Orange
Okay.
and black. Come on.
How about Reese's Cups?
Oh, it's Halloween too.
I think so too.
It is Halloween. Give them the points. It's tied 2-2. It's tied 2-2. All right. Your final one. Sour strings. Sour strings. The sour ropes. They come in the thing. Sour ropes. You bite them. They're kind of
Feels like Halloween to me.
Feels like Easter.
Lane
and you guys have not been on the same page. Yeah.
Go ahead. Easter.
I'm like, Ray, these are the rules? I forgot. Jeff and I were on the same team.
Yeah, Jeff and you. And so you're going to go against Jeff, Leighton.
As you.
No, I'm signing with Jeff on this one.
Halloween. You're saying Halloween?
Yeah. It's Halloween.
Correct. 3-2. Ray, for the tie, Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, that's a good one. I feel that's a Halloweeny. That's a Halloweeny right there.
You're 100% correct. That's one of the greatest Halloween candies ever.
Gotta be.
They tie it. Leighton Batiste, thanks for being on the show. We'll see you on Monday for Back to Work. 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you then. You're the best. Good luck to your Braves.
Hey, Leighton, can you wear that helmet in the back, or is that really that size in the back?
This one?
Oh, it is.
That was amazing. That was amazing. I thought it was so far back behind you.
Hey, wouldn't it be great? I just take this off and like you.
Dude, that was like one of those cool edits where they're just like, "Oh, you mean this?"
Yeah, that was incredible. I feel like I'm watching The Hobbit.
Jess, that's a clip out. Jess,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
need
clip
that
out.
clip.
That's a clip out.
That was
All right.
incredible.
Thank you, Leighton.
All right, y'all.
All right, Lane. Oh,
Man,
this?
man.
It's like if I just grabbed this picture off the back of my thing, just.
Is that a real board game back there, Jeff? Oh man. You mean this helmet? That was so good.
And that should be that's a good NIL for the girl from LSU, Adriana Reese's Pieces.
Oh, Angel Reese's Pieces.
Angel Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, it's
God,
good.
she's so cool. God, the women's basketball tournament absolutely trumped the men's tournament this year.
It was amazing.
Agreed.
Awesome.
And which is so crazy when you get all of this rhetoric and back and forth and all that. Isn't this what sports has?
Yes.
Isn't this what we've wanted from a female sport for so long? Like the attention to it. Yeah. And I mean, yes, it got a little out of hand, no doubt. But you think about male sports, man. Come on, you had your boy at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers take his shirt off and run off the
Antonio Brown.
field.
Yeah,
like the amount of stuff that goes on in on all male sports. Like I'm happy. It made me get like man, I'm getting into it a lot more. It's entertainment. Shit.
This is the top 10 move in the history of women's sports. Maybe top 5.
It's crazy.
You know, Got this. Though.
I know it's from The Rock.
It's
I
not
know
The
I know
Rock.
it's John Cena. I'm
You're
not
wrong. You're wrong. It's not from John Cena, and that's another thing everybody keeps saying. This is not from John Cena. It's from Yayo, the rapper. John Cena himself even says it on the Tonight Show as it's like, oh yeah, I got that from Yayo. He was in a video and he was doing it, so I took it from him. So
All right.
It's like Elvis. The entire movie is like, hey, Elvis, where'd you get your sound? I took it from black people.
Yeah.
John Cena, where you get this from?
I took it from Yayo. Yeah. Well, one person that was very upset with our wrestling takes on Monday. It was his birthday 2 weeks ago, Jeff. He's waiting backstage.
Oh, we missed him last week. That's right.
FCF super fan, the one and only. It's Matthew Peanut McMillen.
The goober himself, chocolate covered peanut.
Nut.
How's it going, guys?
Midwest goober. What's up, buddy?
Nothing much. Just enjoying this day, man.
So
Happy belated birthday.
Is your M&M the peanut M&M? Is that your favorite one?
Jeez, I like only M&Ms I don't like is peanut M&Ms. Like I love. I don't like peanut M&Ms.
It really is not on brand at all.
Yeah, that's against your brand.
Where does the name Peanut come from? Have we talked about this?
Okay, so I've mentioned it before, but my mom, that was her childhood nickname for me.
Oh, got it.
So I adopted it as part of my FCF persona kind of thing. So
all right. So if Ray, Jeff, and I were nuts, what would we be?
Ooh, gosh, I gotta think about the type of nuts here. I think Josh will be a walnut.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Jeff, probably tree nut, some kind of
tree nut, general tree nut.
All right, I'll take it.
Encompasses a lot.
I think Ray would be a pecan.
Oh, pecan.
Good nut. Good nut.
Take pecan. Sweet.
I was really hoping for cashew.
You know what? Pecan. Hey, butter pecan is my favorite ice cream. So
delicious.
All right.
Nice.
Delicious.
Okay. Peanut, what'd you do for your birthday?
So I went out to breakfast with my grandparents and my parents.
Where'd you go?
We went to this local place called Marty's. Has excellent breakfast.
Oh man, it sounds amazing. I love a good
Marty's
local
Grill
breakfast.
has excellent breakfast. If you're ever in Richmond, Virginia, go check out Marty's Grill. It's fantastic.
Ooh,
and then my parents got me a great birthday gift. They got me a trip to Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to Hershey, Pennsylvania in May, and gonna go to Monday Night Raw.
Whoa,
nice.
Love it. They're gonna play at the arena where the Hershey Bears play. Is that where they do?
Yes, the Giant Center.
Yeah. That's where they. What's it called? They used to play the men's and women's high school state championship basketball games in Hershey. I think they played at Penn State now, if I'm not mistaken. But I saw Kobe Bryant and Rip Hamilton play against each other in the high school state
cool.
game.
That's dope.
In Hershey, PA. It was pretty
cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go there to enjoy Monday Night Raw and probably go to Chocolate World. And there's an attraction now that's been there for a few years, but you can actually create your own candy bar.
What?
Yeah, it's like a little mini chocolate factory, and you put on the hairnet and the apron, and you get to create your own candy bar. It's awesome. I've done it twice. It's magnificent.
That is bad.
That's pretty cool.
Wait, do you get the rapper too, or just
you get to design your own wrapper? And,
come on!
Yeah, it's awesome.
Go.
You get to.
And here's Disneyland over here, like making people lightsabers and princess dresses. You get your own candy bar in Hershey? Now that's legit.
And also just added, you get to make your own Reese cup too.
What?
Yes, you get to make your own 1 pound Reese cup.
That's fan-controlled candy right there.
That is fan-controlled candy.
Exactly.
A 1 pound Reese's?
Yes.
How big is that? That's got to be.
It's probably that big. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
it's a lot of candy. It's a lot of candy.
It's good, but
well, you got your candy bar logo already?
Yeah, I mean, I got like the Hershey style wrapper with the just like regular kind of like Hershey's, but it's got Matthews on it.
Oh, okay.
Matthews candy bar. So
love it.
Simple but effective.
All right.
I want to put a golden ticket in mine. Let me do that.
Yeah, can you
totally
do golden
should.
tickets?
I guess that's a
They
different
don't.
candy company.
I wish they did, but they don't have the golden tickets you can put inside candy.
No.
They think they'll have to copyright from Wonka. So,
dude, Ginger has to go out there, man, and make a D's Nuts candy bar.
There has to be a D's peanut candy bar.
There has to be a D's Nut candy bar.
Peanut, tell us why you're so passionate about wrestling. I want to know.
Okay, so I'm a more recent convert to the wrestling world. I started watching in 2021.
Whoa,
Wow.
whoa,
Whoa, that is surprising.
I got into WWE. Started watching all the other stuff like a lot of wrestling fans and in FCFR, AEW, Impact, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Like there's a whole world of wrestling outside WWE that people aren't familiar with, and it's a good stuff. But I mainly watch WWE. I got into it then, and I've been blessed to have gone to Raw, SmackDown, gone to house shows. I met wrestlers before, so it's pretty cool. And
Who's your favorite wrestler?
My favorite wrestler is really Bray Wyatt, who's kind of like a modern day Undertaker, and Bailey, who's fantastic and was a revolutionary for women's wrestling.
Yeah, female, right?
Yeah, she's great, and she's a really nice gal too in real life. So,
what about Becky Lynch? I used to hang out with her. Is she cool still?
Becky Lynch is really good. She just had a match with 2 Hall of Famers, Lita and Trish Stratus, against Bailey and her little faction. Yeah, she's killing it. I mean, she's still the man and still on top. So
she's still the man.
I'm shocked that you got into it this recently.
Oh,
I would have
right, so late.
I would have bet my whole life savings on the fact that you were an Attitude Era guy.
Well, see, because I was born in 2001, I would have been Ruthless Aggression probably.
All right. Well, now you're gonna make me feel old. Now you're gonna make me feel
I'm
old.
sorry.
Man, look, I ain't watched wrestling since WWF with Junkyard Dog. You know,
Coco Beware.
I watch a lot of
Morris.
stuff. The old stuff is a lot of times so much better than the current stuff, like Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock,
great.
Triple H. I mean, it's unfortunate that Vince is taking over again because we'd like to see how longer the Triple H era would have lasted, but you know, it is what it is. We'll have to say though, to counter your point about wrestling being fake earlier, Finn Balor got a ladder thrown at him and got his head split open by a ladder by Edge. And
well, I'm not taking anything away from the fact that stupid things can happen when stupid people do stupid things.
Oh yes, stupid thing.
Because guess what? If I threw a ladder at Jeff, no matter how many times we rehearse, 9 times out of 10, Jeff's probably going to get hit with that friggin' ladder.
Oh, by the way, the ring, the mat underneath, it's actually wood.
It's a plywood ring, dude. It hurts like hell to fall on.
A wooden ring, and
I'm not saying it's not. Why not make it softer? If it's fake, why are we trying to kill these guys?
Because they want to make
this isn't Muay in the middle of Bangkok where they're fighting for their lives.
Like I said on Instagram, Josh. You and Leg in the ring, and we'll see how fake you think it is once you get in the ring. And
it's stunt fighting. That's the best.
Yeah, it's incredibly athletic, and it requires disciplines in performance, speech and debate, improvisation.
Think about it. Yeah, that's a great point. It is not just about,
like I said, y'all,
multidisciplinary. It requires
it's like NASCAR. It's a lot more harder than you think it is.
NASCAR, they are racing cars at 200 miles an hour. That is a skill set that is absolutely insane. You are racing this close to somebody that is just pure insanity.
Josh, let me see you backflip off a road and on somebody in your special move.
Right. Give me 3 hours. Guarantee you a couple rehearsals. I could do that. Right.
Is this the same?
You don't know my athleticism. You don't know my athleticism. When it comes to flipping, I was a diver.
We do know your athleticism though.
Yeah, I'm not fast. You don't need to be fast in wrestling. All you need to do is
like I said, fan-controlled wrestling. Let's make it
jump off the thing.
Fan-controlled wrestling.
I'm gonna forward you my old show when we went and did professional wrestling training for my old show. I'm gonna forward you the video.
Tell him, Jeff.
There were 3 of us. One of my friends that did it threw up, had to stop, and he threw up because it was so intense. At the end, they did a chest chop, which is a standard wrestling move. They'll do half a dozen, 10 times in a match. They did it to me once. I had a handprint on my chest for a week,
bro.
You should see
like a full-on, like you drew a handprint like a turkey at Thanksgiving.
And it was backhand too, Jeff. It was backhand.
The guy that has the best chop in wrestling right now, Gunther. Try his chops. I mean, I went to a house show in Petersburg like in December, and I'm telling you, man, hearing that in person, I was close up to the ring. hearing that in person made me cringe so bad. It reverberated across the entire arena. Like,
okay, so here's my solution. Why not make the fighting real? Instead of scripting the ending, if it was a real thing, like you went in this match, you're like, hey, we don't know who's gonna win.
You've never seen something that's scripted that was highly entertaining to you?
Like I said, your favorite
a
TV
scripted movie.
Fake. Like, exactly.
This is scripted athletic performance. It's a stunt show done in real time, highly improvised. The people think that they like rehearse it like a play. They do not. It is improvised on the fly. They know certain spots that are going to happen, certain key beats that are going to happen, and everything else is this beautiful, interactive, like conversation that's happening, physical conversation that's happening between them. It's an extremely cool thing if you know what it involves. It's not easy.
Gee, we should have a match between Josh Macuga and Nut.
Yes.
Thank you. I was worried you were going to throw me in there.
give me the match, please.
We need to do a match between those two in the leotards or whatever.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Do it
cut a promo. You cut a promo at the beginning. Amazing. Ring entrance, music, the whole nine.
Angel Devilson says you can sometimes hear them talking about what they're going to do in the middle of the match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so you can't do it about.
Hey, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you.
You see her in the football game, I'm gonna run this slant on your ass.
Boom.
Yeah.
Same thing happens.
Here's the thing. I'm not taking anything away, Chief, Matthew, Ray, from the athleticism of the wrestlers. I'm not taking anything away. I'm not taking anything away from the showmanship, though I do think it's real cheese dick. Okay. But I would be awesome at it. I know if I were to go back in time when I was 17 and somebody told me, hey, if you do steroids, get jacked, and go into professional wrestling, you'll be a movie star, I would have done that.
Get Josh up against Miro and put him in the accolade for about 30 seconds.
There you go. We got Miro on call.
You'll be crying all the way back to Pittsburgh, Josh. I guarantee you.
This is the thing that baffles me about this so much.
If I was the size of Miro, I wouldn't be. Because guess what? I would have what it took to get to the size of The Rock or John Cena. I could have done that. It's called steroids and it's called lifting and working out all of the time. Okay, I could have done that.
That is what I don't understand about your vehement hatred toward wrestling is that you basically are doing a heel turn nine days out of the week. You know what I'm saying? you're employing the tactics. You're doing it. You know,
what did I say, Jeff? I'd be really good at this. I know.
That's why. Well, don't hate on it then.
What I'm saying is, don't come at me and tell me that it's not. Jeff. It's cool. It's funny. It's all that kind of stuff. It is not a real sport. It is not.
No one is claiming it's a real sport.
If I could just interject here for a second, which I never do. I think what Josh is trying to highlight here is that, and I think you guys are missing this, is that he's so, at this point, unathletic, all right, that comparing him to what they do, it's just, if I could do it,
right? Yeah.
It's not a big deal. What do you guys care about it? I could do it. I'm Josh Macuga. If I could do it, anybody could do it. Is that what we're comparing right now?
I mean, that's
what
our producer came on like God.
Yeah,
that was
it's God. It's the voice.
That sounds like Easter morning.
That 3 days later, he came out of the tomb, rolled the rock.
Josh, one back.
Thanks, Jim.
One of these on your chest, right, bro? It give you a stroke, family.
Oh man, it was I thought I was gonna die.
No, I'm telling you.
I need to have sent that video of Jeff's pro wrestling training.
I'm gonna send it. It's on YouTube. You can find it. I want to send you I'll find the picture of the handprint on my chest.
Crazy, bro.
I will send it to you.
Yes, do it.
I'm just gonna die on this hill. Peanut, I think you're an amazing dude, and I will never be convinced of this other than put me in a ring, put some pads around me, and watch me flip off shit.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see how you do.
the biggest misconception people have, like yourself, Josh, is that literally anyone involved, anyone is claiming it's a real sport. No one is.
Okay.
They're saying it is. They call it sports entertainment, but moreover, it is an athletic entertainment piece. It's no one's saying people are competing against each other in any kind of real sense. No one's making that claim.
It's an athletic soap opera is what it is.
Yeah, it's entertainment.
Stop claiming on me, Jeff. You stop claiming on me.
We should have brought Coach Liotta in this conversation.
Oh yeah, for real.
Liotta loves wrestling.
Oh,
See, I knew I liked him.
yeah. He would have ate you up.
I also like to kind of be the heel in this conversation. Beef. Okay. I didn't even know what a heel or a face was until I started in a trivia league, for Christ's sake. They're like, you got to be a heel. I'm like, oh, what? They're like, like the Undertaker. I'm like, who?
Can't break kayfabe, dude. Can't break kayfabe.
Yeah, I've heard about this kayfabe thing too. Anyway, Matthew, we love you, buddy. We're just pumped that you celebrated another birthday. You get to make your own candy bar, and that you could come on the show and hang out with us for a little bit.
Happy birthday, Peanut.
Birthday, bro. Hey, I want to see the candy bar too, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
send
I
us
will.
pictures. Make
I'll
sure you
send
tweet
it to
about
you
it.
guys.
That'll be
Yeah,
dope.
for sure.
All right.
Enjoy Hershey, enjoy Monday Night Raw, and make sure you tell
Yeah.
all those wrestlers I'm not scared of them. Okay.
We have the show name that is up in the chat right now for your voting. The options are unmotivated lifeguards, kidnapped by a Roomba,
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg elbow drop, which is
Yeah.
currently leading and my personal favorite, the Matrix of Josh's mind, and Barge Rock,
Oh, Barge
which is
Rock.
very strong as well. So get your votes in right now. Get your votes in. You will decide what this show will be called next week. Those are your options.
Chief.
Because we are fan controlled. Yes.
To the
sir.
beat, to the rhythm of the night, dancing
Yeah.
till the morning light. Okay.
Yeah.
do
Forget
you
about
guys
the
wanna do-
words on your mind. We can leave them
Leave
all
them all
behind.
behind.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to do? We have 3 quick Discord questions.
Go. Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Here we go. Nerd E Plays has 2. First one, is Freddie Airmail the greatest punter of all time? I would argue that Jeff and I are pretty good, but Freddie Airmail is legendary in his punning.
Strong.
Strong. You know what we should do?
Pun off.
Yeah, pun off. We should have a pun off. Have you ever seen the international pun competitions? Pretty impressive.
You know, I've read about that, but I've never seen it. Is there video of that?
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube for sure. Basically, what they do, Ray, is they give you like titles, occurrences, ideas, and you have to like just write down as many puns as you can in like 2 minutes, and then you say them, and then people vote.
I could have sworn you said punt.
No, pun.
Why would we be doing this?
Puns.
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 Oh, give me a pun real quick. So I just make.
Okay, so for instance, the other trivia that I was going to wait until next week, here's a pun. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Marty Harrison, he's a punster.
In the
There you go.
former USSR, I discovered that before they came to America and became comedy stars, the Three Stooges were actually dairy farmers. I know this because I saw Moe's cow.
Moscow. See, it's Moscow. See, it's a pun.
Yeah.
Wordplay. It's wordplay.
It's wordplay. Yeah.
In
This
England,
guy's kind of bombing.
It's kind of boring.
Oh, so you just kind of like, and you're just talking it out.
Yeah. Like Ray I is a pun.
Right, Ray I. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Ray I is a pun. That's correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. Next Discord question. Here we go. Should there be a regular season champion in NCAA basketball and also a tournament champion? We all know the best team didn't win this year, and not taking anything away from UConn, but with the tournament always expanding, does it just make the final champion the luckiest team now?
Wait, how does UConn not the best team? They crushed everyone they played.
Yes.
Crushed.
I think the point of the tournament is the point of college basketball. If you can survive, and it's not luck. It's not luck. Yes, there is some luck involved in certain things, but you have to play your best basketball at the right time.
Yeah, and I think that's what I haven't been a big basketball fan, but then March Madness, the way they do it, anybody could win.
That's
Totally.
the magic.
You can't do that in football. There's no way that would happen.
But even in football, it's like, how many years has the quote unquote best team not won the Super Bowl? It's
Right.
you play who you play, and that's what a tournament is. The playoffs are a tournament.
Yeah.
Any sport is that. Any
I mean,
sport,
look,
you
the
play the teams
Steelers-
on your schedule.
All the Steelers Super Bowls in the 21st century, they were either a wild card team. They weren't even division champs. Like, we weren't the best team going into the playoffs, and we got hot at the right time and won the Super Bowl. In defense of like conference champions and like NBA or the President's Cup the President's Trophy that you win in the NHL, that's all good and well. That goes in a trophy cabinet and collects dust. If you don't win the Stanley Cup or you don't win the Larry O'Brien, it's not. It's like what
was interesting, a stat that I saw, and I can't remember what the teams were, but they had pulled up one team that was still in it. Both teams are still in it, and they pulled up the budgets of each school, and one was like $500,000.
Yeah,
the entire D3, whatever, and the other one was like $5.5 million. So we're in the same place playing the same competition, and we win. Like that, I think that really speaks volumes of how how sports are. But it would never happen in football, in my opinion.
The poll has closed, and the winner for show name for next week is Snoop Dogg Elbow Drop.
Snoop Dogg Elbow Drop.
I'm very excited about that.
Win one for Peanut.
Yeah.
All right. Final question in Discord. In honor of this comes from Woody the Duck. In honor of my wife forgetting about the 3D glasses from Remy's Ratatouille adventure in Disney World, what is something you've accidentally stolen but never returned?
Oh, that's a really great question.
I have about 10 of the little silver ramekins from Chili's that they put the blue cheese dressing in. So when I take my...
You said, but accidentally stolen, Josh.
Oh, yeah, I did purposely steal them. That's my bad on that one. Don't tell anybody at Chili's. I love that place. Accidentally stolen.
Oh, I've accidentally stole some wardrobe stuff that I've worn on set.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've definitely done that.
After taking the shot, like, man, this shirt look good. Like,
yeah. I accidentally shoplifted one time, and I got to my car, and I realized for some reason I was putting stuff in the cart, and I like put something in my pocket of my jacket, and I got to the car, and I realized it, and I was horrified, and I was like, I shoplifted, and I was like, I can't go back in and be like, I need to pay for this, so I just left. And now I'm a criminal forever, guys. I'm on the lam.
We went to a golf store a couple weeks ago, and there's these pink golf balls, and Rosie loved them, so she picked up one, and we just walked out, and we got in the car, and she had it, and I was like 10 minutes away from the store, and I was like, nah, I guess that's ours now. Like, I'm not gonna go back for that one. I also when you go to a grocery store, and you're like, oh man, a donut looks good, and you get a donut, and you eat it, and you mean to pay for it at the end, but you forget to pay for it.
Do you do that? Do you shop? Because I've seen this a lot. People shop and they eat while they're shopping
all the time.
Oh, dude! When I was a kid, you remember those bins they used to have with the plastic containers of the handful of nuts and candies and stuff? Yeah. For some reason, my mom communicated to us that was just free game. If you're in the store, you get to eat as much as you can't take. If you take it in a bag, you got to pay for it. But if you're in the store, handfuls of that shit,
Oh yeah, I want to taste that gummy shark. It's this big, but I'm going to taste it anyway. Yeah. I'm hungry. I'm not hungry anymore.
What happens in the store is you don't have to pay for it.
Free. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, the samples were amazing as a kid. You get the samples as a kid. Oh.
Come on.
Greatest.
My joke was that Vince McMahon picture with the mustache was like, you're walking through the mall food court and you stop by the Chinese place. You're like, I'm going to go back. And they're like, you were already here. I'm like, no, but I have a mustache now. Look at that last guy didn't have a mustache.
Yeah.
Have a mustache. This is real mustache. Jeff's mom Homer just said go nuts. See, there you go.
That's a pun. He's proven it. He's proven he's the fun champ for email.
Freddie email cannot go back now. Too late. Come on, Freddie's now he's flexing. Flexing.
Yeah. Come on.
Snoop Dogg elbow drop, Jeff.
That's what we're called next week. Hey, thanks for being with us this week. We missed you, Patrick, but it was a fun one. We're here every Thursday, 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, which makes it 5:30 p.m. Eastern?
Yes.
4:30. Oh, 5:30 Eastern, yes.
4:30 Central.
Yes, I'm 4:30 Central.
3:30 Mountain Time, which is where I am.
And 10:30.
It's awesome, but you don't have to be here. It's fun when you're here. We appreciate you being here and participating in the voting and deciding what we're going to be called. But you can always watch us time shifted whenever's convenient for you, because we're on YouTube, We're a podcast. We're on Spotify. It's hard to avoid us at this point. We're everywhere. So please get on that train, subscribe, tell your friends. We're having lots of fun here on Thursdays. And there's tons more content in the fan-controlled universe. FCTV has awesome shows. Josh, every day of the week at this point?
Except Friday, Monday through Thursday, live show every single day.
You know what?
And social media all week long, weekend, everything. Yep.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll be back next week. Until then, power to the fans.